Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, welcome to what's this? Episode 6, guys? Is that what we're on?
It is episode 6.
God, here we
we're
are.
one under what the average podcast survives. The average podcast.
Where's
Last
your data
7.
coming from for that?
All the other podcasts who once they hit episode 6 or 7 say that they are almost at the average. So my data is other podcasts.
Well, that's probably the best data you can have comparing to a podcast. Anyway, this week it's just us, the main host. Sorry, the boring ones are here. No one fun. But going down the list as always, me, Andrew, joined by Nick, Lucas,
Yo.
Tyler,
Hello.
and Phil.
Hey.
Did you want to say hi, Nick, or just...
Yeah, I did. I was kind of sad.
everyone else said hi.
You went Nick, Lucas, and then Lucas was like hi, and then I just didn't get the same.
Sorry, I didn't think your name needed to be emphasized. Fucking with you, of course. How's everyone's week going?
It's going pretty well. I haven't talked to guys in a while.
It was
been
busy.
working.
Yes.
I've been working every day for the past 5 days.
Wow,
The first time in months.
that sounds like fun.
Yeah, I feel dead inside.
Is that any different from normal?
No, I just
Okay.
thought I'd share that.
No, I thought that was pretty normal. I didn't think it was.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, same, but
Oh. Well.
oh.
Okay.
I was gonna say something, but I totally lost my train of thought.
Cluggin, what have you been doing this week?
What have I been doing this week?
Yeah.
Clug, you were streaming a bit, weren't you?
I was back on the stream. I was gonna stream a little bit tonight, but I'm recording tonight, so I decided against it. That's about it though. Kind of keeping up with the stream, social media. I'm thinking about starting some business endeavors, possibly, but we'll see.
Ooh.
Outside of streaming and whatnot.
So you won't have to be clicking those 30-second ad revenue games anymore?
Yeah.
Hey, look, dude. Google how to make money online as a teenager. It's like the first thing that comes up. I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
I'm
I
telling
love
you.
getting those ads. How to make 500 quick reel.
Okay, not that.
Oh.
Like I'm not talking like I didn't click like a Pornhub ad. It was like it was a legitimate Google, Google
Okay.
search.
What is this business endeavor, though?
I gotta keep it on the DL for now.
Ooh.
Okay.
Perhaps there will be a announcement on podcast, maybe.
Oh.
But
Interesting.
for now,
Hmm.
we're gonna
Okay,
keep that
Papa.
secret. It's Daddy.
Keep your
Oh,
secret.
sorry, Papa.
You got it wrong again.
Dang it.
But yeah, no, it could be exciting. Hopefully, maybe some future collabs. We'll see. We'll see where it takes us.
Penis.
Anyone?
That's pretty funny, honestly, Clug. You know what else is funny? Clug? Joke coat.
Joke coat?
Yeah, I like how you tried to transition there, and it just was kind of.
I mean,
Joke coat.
Nick, would you have done any better there?
honestly, the conversation was kind of dead, so I was like in my
It's
head. I
only
was
dead
like,
if you make it dead, dude. Like,
yeah, but like I didn't know how to branch off that, and the cogs were turning, but I got nothing.
a little slow. We get it. It's okay.
No, oh my god, I was listening to the podcast like I do every
Nick's
week.
brain
'cause
was steaming.
I forget like what happens during the podcast, and so I was listening to it, and the more I listened to it, the more I realized you guys paint me out to be this like wall that like just doesn't understand anything.
I picture.
We paint you like that?
You know
Yeah.
how I picture Nick's
Yeah.
brain? Like that episode in SpongeBob where like you go inside SpongeBob's brain and it's all the mini SpongeBobs, like, and everything lights on fire. It's them
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
file the papers.
Yeah.
And everything just lights up. That's how I imagine the typical
Burning.
the typical day.
Yeah.
All right, well, just like what SpongeBob drives, we are moving on to our boat
Oh my
section.
god,
Our
Jesus.
joke boat section. See, there's a good.
See, I'm
There's a good
glad you guys
transition.
both had to do it because now it makes Tyler's team not as bad.
Yeah, there we go. All right,
Okay.
so here is my prompt for this week. Clug is more likely to blank than blank because blank. So it's a 3 blank this week. So this should be interesting. I'm excited to see what you guys are all gonna think and respond.
It's intriguing. I mean, I am Clug, so you know.
Yes. Well,
You should know what you're more likely to do, so this should be easy for you.
I mean, I'm more likely to do a lot of things than some things.
Yeah, but it's what's the funniest answer out of all these things?
I mean, of course I want to be funny, but it's also me, so there's gotta be some truth in it, right?
I mean, no one knows you better than you.
Exactly. Except for maybe
Besides
me.
me. Oh.
Oh, well, maybe you. I don't know. Do you? I mean, you
Oh
tell
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I
Oh.
know some things about you you don't even know about you, dog.
I don't know how to
Interesting.
respond. Is there an appropriate way to respond to that?
No, dude.
I think you just accept that Phil's a freak.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, it's not a bad thing to be a freak. It's just a little freaky.
What a way to put it, Tyler.
Pull it. Way to pull it.
What are we pulling?
Pull it. That's what she said.
I mean,
That's the first time that's been said.
you're welcome
It
to pull
hasn't-
it if you need to, Phil.
Yeah.
Anyone got anything? I don't really have anything.
I'm thinking.
I feel like it's much harder to do with the names.
Yeah.
It's also
Plus 3.
because it's 3 blanks. That
Yeah,
makes it
3
really
blanks
difficult.
is ending me.
Do you want me to make it 2 blanks?
No, it's fine. I'm just
Well, no, we'll figure it
Plug
out.
is really likely to do blank because blank.
yeah. Well, it's more hard. I feel like for me to be comedic because it's.
I have one that's not really
And I
that
love
much
making
of a
fun
joke.
of myself. Don't get me wrong.
Mine's not really that much of a joke, but it's something.
All
I
right.
mean, something's better than nothing, I guess. Most of the time, depends on how shitty.
I'll
it is.
try to think of an actual joke that's.
See, I'm trying not to be overly sexual because it's myself. But you know, all my jokes are usually of sexual nature, so I'm kind of lost.
All right. I think I have
I mean, you guys
one.
are welcome to make fun of me. Like go for it.
Well,
You know,
that's pretty. It's a pretty open-ended one, which does it is very inviting to make fun of you.
Oh, you guys are welcome to. Believe me. Say whatever you need.
All right.
But other than that-
I have one, but it kind of sucks. Should we just?
Let's
Should we
just
not?
cancel this joke, but
I'll just go ahead with mine.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Clug is more likely to give cocaine to an elephant than he is to cuddle with me in bed because he actually has cocaine and he's not allowed to leave his house to cuddle with me.
But
I don't understand. Like, how
Nope.
did elephants
Don't ask
and
questions.
cocaine and all that just
He's
come
more
to your
likely
head?
to. Just trust me. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't
I just
know.
thought of the most random things I possibly could for that first blank.
Well, you succeeded. All right, Tyler, you got anything?
Yeah, I'll go. All right. Clug is more likely to contract the coronavirus than watch an Arsenal game, which is the Premier League team he watches, because although he says he supports the team, he could not care less about the sport, but he has also not left his house since March 12th.
Hey,
So
that's actually not true. I left my house this week.
Oh, for the rolling rally?
No, this week I left my house.
really?
Wow.
Wait,
New update.
what?
Clug is no longer a hermit.
Clug is no longer under house arrest.
No, I mean I've left my house technically. I just haven't been able to do anything. If that makes
People.
more sense. I especially haven't been able to do people.
Yeah. Wait.
Nick, on the other hand,
Yeah.
might have to cut that one
Wait, what?
out.
And he's yeah, we paint him like the brick wall. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't hear what you said. Oh my.
Never mind, I'm leaving it
It's
in.
literally I've commented on that. How talking to you is
Maybe
like
it's my
talking to
internet.
a
Have you ever
wall.
thought how my internet might be
Dude,
coming
it's
out?
like this in
Nick,
real
you're
life.
wired in.
I still cut out, so I don't know.
All right, let's just move on.
All right.
I came up with one. I don't know if it's that good, but if no
Let's
one
hear
else,
it, bro. No
All right.
matter how bad it is, you gotta say it.
Klug is more likely to pay child support than buy condoms. Everyone calls him daddy.
It's also funny for other reasons. Because of the kid that I
Wow.
supposed have.
Lucas,
That
maybe
I
you
don't have a
shouldn't have
kid.
said that one. No, it just.
I mean, I've never paid child support.
Right.
Have
so
you given
you're-
cocaine to an elephant?
Wait, should
before?
I say that on live? But we're not live. I can say that.
Uh-uh.
Alright, Kalog, what's your years?
No.
I-
We
Like,
not
you-
done, Tyler?
no. Never mind.
I don't have one for me.
Bro.
You know,
You're like
Bro.
Nicolina. She like looked at an object in her room and was like,
okay, you know
Doritos.
what?
Doritos.
I'm
Love
better
it
than
like a
that.
bag of Doritos.
Okay, I'm
Wow.
better than that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Klug would rather.
No, is more likely to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, Tyler.
Hey, at least I stopped him before he went down a bad
Yeah.
path, not during.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks,
His-
Clugger.
Even though you didn't mess it up that first episode, or well, it's the second episode, first normal episode.
Dude, he messed it up.
Shut.
No,
I still stand by
you
my
messed it up.
statement. No. I
Look,
still
have you
stand
gone
by
back and
my.
listened to it?
Maybe.
He,
I don't remember.
he didn't do it that wrong.
Are we sure?
Are
Yeah.
you sure about that?
Do you have yours?
I mean, I never had one in the first place. You guys are trying to get me to come up with one.
Oh my god.
What?
Hurry up, Papa. I have to go to
Mm.
bed.
To go to bed. It's
Dude,
not like 9 o'clock.
Dude, I've been going to bed at like 9:30 every night, dog. I'm so tired right now.
Not really.
What time do you have to
Literally,
get up?
my eyelashes are taped up to my forehead right now to stay awake.
What time do you have to get up?
I get up at like 7, not that early, but it's mainly the day just drains me
Oh.
because we're outside running around in masks and I want to die.
Yeah, I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
understandable.
It's been really hot recently, so.
Mm-hmm. So you got the joke boat?
Oh, there was a point to all this.
Yeah.
I thought we were just talking. It's more likely to, right?
Klug is more likely to blank than blank because
Clark,
blank.
I texted
No,
it into the
I
chat.
have it open. I just forgot that I had it open.
Just with some really bad formatting on that.
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
losing my
it's it.
mind.
Then get your mind back.
Dude, I lost it. I can't find it.
Yeah, right. That sounds like a you problem. Dude, I don't know why, but eat ass keeps coming to my mind.
Okay.
Like, and I don't know how to put eat ass in there, but that's the only thing that's coming to my mind.
You're more likely to do
I don't
that.
know what I'm. I mean, there's a lot of things. I'm more likely to eat ass than a lot of things. You know.
Doubt. Oh wait, no, actually, yeah, yeah.
Alright, are you gonna go? Because I have other stuff to say.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm
we
trying.
have we have,
Yeah, I've got
we have other
places
stuff
to
to get
be.
to.
Alright,
Okay,
okay.
we can circle around to it. It's fine.
While you
Just
think,
get me. No, just
while
get
you
me.
think, I have one thing to insert. If someone says floaties, what do you think of? Because
Cool
I think
floaties.
about those.
Wolf floaty?
Think of like a little unicorn floaty.
Same. That's what I was
No,
thinking.
no. But when you say floaty, do you think of like the armbands, or do you
Yeah,
think
I
of
think
like
of the
a
armbands.
donut?
I think of the
I think of the
armbands.
armbands.
No,
Okay.
I think of
are
the. I think
those
of
are
the
wings.
tube.
Those are
I think of the tube.
yeah, the tube. Those are water wings.
No,
What?
those
Dude,
are
Water
floaties.
re-
floaties,
What?
You've never heard
floaties?
that?
No,
Nope.
I've never
Wait.
heard someone say water wings.
I've never heard.
I've never heard water wings.
Yeah,
It's
water
like
wings.
so weird.
It's like calling bandages band-aids.
Shut the fuck up, Philip.
Hey, that's a
God.
copyrighted name, Nick.
And I'm sure water wings are too.
No, probably not.
I don't know. Is it?
What? How did we get to this? Like,
Yeah, Nick, where did you
Um,
find this question?
It
Well,
was
someone. Okay, one of our future guests just texted, "Bring
my
floaties,"
God.
and all I thought of
oh
was
my.
this kid wearing floaties, and then I was like, "What? What is a floaty?"
I think of a tube.
I didn't.
I think of the
that's
tube,
that's
too.
a tube. Call it a tube then.
Dude, I think of the things on the arms.
I think of the
Yeah,
things on the
I-
arms as well.
Yep.
Hey, I don't even know. I
Tubes.
really don't know if I agree if those are floaties, but that's what I think of. At
There's
least.
one way to settle
Same.
this. I'm going on Google right now, typing in floaty. First picture that comes up.
Don't search floater.
No, floaty.
I know, but you don't want to.
Oh my
you don't
god,
want
it's the
pictures of
unicorn.
floaters.
It's the unicorn too, bro.
I got an avocado.
I told you.
Dude, it's the unicorn.
I'm not
It's
saying you guys are
what?
wrong. It's
And
just
then there's an
Whoa!
avocado
I
one too. What the
I
hell?
see.
I see
genital
more. I
floaties.
see more armbands.
I just saw
than,
genital
I see
floaties.
0
Did you say you just
armbands.
saw genital
They're
floating?
Literally
Yes,
every
I
single
did.
one of these
I
pictures.
just saw genital
is...
floaties.
Were they good looking?
They're called inflatable tubes, not floaties. I don't see.
Dude, I'm just saying that's what I think of, and clearly that's what Google thinks of too.
not
Literally
for
not
me.
a single
For me, it's
picture of an armband.
armbands.
How does that make sense? I've never looked up floaties before.
And neither have I, but mine are armbands.
I
Okay.
think you're lying to me.
Nick, how'd you spell it? Did you spell it with a Y?
No,
Did you type floaties or
I'll
floaty?
try with a Y.
I did it with a Y. Is that not how you
I did
spell
it with
it?
a Y.
Oh my
IE.
god, it's IE.
Oh. Oh wait.
No,
Well, then
that's plural.
Well,
Let's
you
see,
don't wear
IE.
one water floaty like on one arm.
Yes,
and
but
then
that's
just
not what a floaty is.
I
Yes,
did it
it
with
is.
IE, and it's
Singular.
I still don't see a single armband. I did it with IE.
Did you do plural?
Like with an S now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Still
still
not.
just don't.
Oh, actually, there's one. Okay, it's like 50-50.
We are still in the middle of the podcast.
Like,
What
listen, I'm
podcast?
just telling you what I think of what I think of personally.
There's still more tubes than
Yeah, there's more
little
When
tubes
he
here.
says floaties, I think armbands, but when I think of a pool floaty, I also think of the big animals.
Oh yeah.
That's fair. A pool floaty. Now that's fair. You raise
But
a fair point.
a tube is not a pool floaty.
A
That's
tube is a tube. Yeah, okay.
A tuba.
That's a fat tube.
Dude, I want to kiss you so bad. I don't
Oh.
even know.
And why is it me? Who do you want to kiss, and why is the correct answer me?
Just because you're so
Just
pretty.
asking.
So goddamn beautiful.
Asking for a friend.
All right.
Well.
So
Where'd you get hit
So,
today, Nick?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
No.
all right.
That's every time.
Well, what's it called? So how do I want to phrase this?
I know how to phrase it if you want me to do it.
You go then.
So last week when TJ came on, like a good 10 minutes of our podcast at least was dedicated to him talking about his plans next year at Norwich. And so, I mean, we all graduated this year, so now be maybe a good time to for us to talk about what we're all going to be doing next year and in the future as well.
Okay. God. Do anyone go first? You want me to go first?
Yeah, Clugger, you go first. I'm gonna put all the pressure on you.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I've been thinking about this a lot. And I couldn't decide, but I think I'm gonna go into the male stripping industry.
Really?
Moving forward, I think college isn't the right choice for me, and I just want to.
I'll be your
let loose
pimp.
on- No,
I
I'm
will
kidding.
pay for your OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Wait, you're
thank
kidding?
you. Sadly, I will not be.
Oh,
What about an
Why would you-
OnlyFans?
My hopes aren't the only thing you just brought down, bro. If you know what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not opposed to an OnlyFans. You know, I do turn 18
I would
in
buy
a couple
that
days
Clugger,
here,
dead
so
ass.
Oh,
when's your birthday,
I do
Clug?
turn Saturday.
Oh yeah, the day of graduation.
Yeah, and y'all are gonna get me presents, right?
Of course.
bro, already
Yeah.
got him, bro.
Good, thank you.
My present needs to be delivered in person.
Yeah, but okay,
Don't know if that's possible, Tyler.
yeah.
We'll figure
Is
it
it a
out.
kiss? Because
Well, that's between Clug and I.
If it's physical interaction, then I'm out. I mean, I'm in, but like I'm out. No, but in
Yeah.
all
Are you in
seriousness,
and out?
I
And in
am going
and out?
to school to study biotechnology. My school is from home this year, so I will be here in the fall. We are online classes. It's big fun. We all love online classes. I was not happy when I heard, but it is what it is, right?
Yep.
Yep. Smile.
And I guess the ultimate goal one day is to work for I don't know, somewhere like the WHO. I think would be super cool. I'm not really a fan
Who?
of who. Yes.
Oh. No, I asked who.
Tyler, I was gonna
Good
say
question.
that, but
Who is who? So who?
Who?
Are you asking who is who?
correct.
No, you keep saying who, and I keep asking who.
Okay. Enough
This
of
was
this.
hilarious.
Clugger,
Thank
would you
you.
like to add anything else to your future endeavors?
Who?
That's got me laughing. Yeah. No, that's
Oh.
about it. That's my life's not that
Huh?
interesting.
Yeah, who?
Please, hopefully one of you guys is more
Mm.
interesting.
Damn it. All right. Well, who's next? Nikki, do you want to go next?
Wait, who?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah,
Yes.
I'll go.
Go for it.
So after last summer, I had an architecture internship in Boston. I decided that architecture was the field I wanted to go. So this fall, I applied to about 5 schools. I actually applied to 5 schools, and then I got off the wait list to the school I'm currently going to, which is my dream school, which I am super hyped about. And so I will be studying. I will be undecided in the School of Architecture.
Get
Cut
exposed.
that out. I shall continue. So I'll be on campus this semester, and
Lucky you.
I only have 2 in-person classes, and the rest are all online with synchronous meetings. I
When you
believe.
say only 2, that's
Yeah, that's more.
a lot.
Yeah, I
for
guess
this
that is
fall.
I have
true.
0.
But
I'm only doing 2 classes at first.
wait,
Like I
what?
only
You
have
only
2
have 2 classes?
in my first semester.
Wait.
That seems.
I don't even know how that
guess
works.
three
but I
I'm
agree.
classes.
I'm a continue what I'm
mean-
gonna say, and then I really want to hear more about your
Yeah,
dual
what?
class setup.
I really don't know how it works. I'm not gonna answer.
Well, let me continue. So because I'm undecided in architecture, practically all my classes are based around my major, which I'm very excited about. So I have like some
Which
drawing
is?
classes. Oh, I'm undecided. Wait,
I'm just
I'm-
fucking with you.
I'm s-
Undecided in architecture because you said it like 4 times. I was fucking with you.
and I'm very excited for my campus. It's a big campus. I'm also hyped for the football games, and just in the future,
If they happen with fans.
they're gonna happen. At least next year.
Mm,
At some point in your college career.
Yeah, at some
Yeah,
point in
yeah,
the
it's-
5 years I'm at my college, I will be hopefully
Imagine only being at college for 5 years.
yes. Well, the thing with my program is if I end up going into architecture, which I am, it's like
5-year
95.
master.
It's a 5-year bachelor, but I'm affiliated
Oh, okay.
or not affiliated. I am accredited as an architect, so I do not need to go to grad school.
Oh, okay.
So
how long
it's
would that normally take you?
usually that'd take 8 years, but I'll be doing it in 5.
Oh my god.
So
Wait, is it 3 additional years or
you'd usually go for 4, and then you'd actually 7.
And then
You'd go for
4.
4, and then grad school's anywhere between 2.5 and 3. And so I'm excited because where I'm going is highly ranked. I'm very excited, and their program is nationally recognized, and we do lots of like international trips and
Nice.
other architecture-esque stuff. But
That is very good.
yeah, I'm excited. Also, might play volleyball there, so that's what I'm
That's
very
nice.
excited about.
don't they not have a varsity team?
They have a traveling club team
Oh, okay.
because
I-
men's volleyball is not a D1 sport on the East Coast,
Yeah.
or it's not a varsity sport on the East Coast.
I plan on getting
Interesting.
my doctorate's degree, so
Ooh,
Do you actually?
that's I would like to, yeah.
Yeah, so Nick, are you done?
Yeah, you can go, or we can go back to Lucas and his 2-class program.
Yeah, Lucas. Yeah,
Dude, I
Lucas
don't
can
really
go.
know how to explain it, but for the first
What are you
couple
majoring in?
months, cybersecurity, and for the first couple months before my Thanksgiving break, I only have 2 classes, and then I have 5.
What are your 2 classes?
I honestly, one of them, I didn't sign up for them. They're like, I'm not really sure how it works, but one of them is philosophy because I either had to take that
Okay.
or like a religion class. So
Hmm.
I'm taking
I'm go-
philosophy too.
yeah, I'm taking philosophy every time on that one. And the other one, hold on, I'll actually check it right now.
Okay.
It was a class that I was okay with taking.
So, are you on campus, Lucas, or no?
Yes, I am. And principles of marketing, so like a beginner's marketing class.
Ooh, fancy.
And then classes
Principles of
I'm
marketing.
taking first is the first like computer science class, intro to programming, and then
Yep.
economics, Italian as a backup, math,
Yee,
and then
Italian.
marketing, the next marketing class.
So, Lucas, have you texted, or 1, have you got your roommate yet? And 2, have you asked to push the beds together?
I have not got my roommate again on the 24th. So
Are you guys gonna be like Minecraft boyfriend and girlfriend? Your bed.
yeah,
Yeah. Like, can I put my bed next to yours?
yeah.
You guys remember dating in Minecraft?
We are definitely
Can
gonna
I put
have
my
a
bed next to
survival world
yours?
where we have our beds together.
Yeah, Clug, you consider that a sin?
Okay, it was a
Oh,
roleplay
yeah.
thing. It's not real. It was a roleplay thing. Okay.
Oh.
Tyler, you want to go?
Yeah. So I will be majoring in biological sciences this fall. I will be on campus. I have 2 completely online classes, and then I have 1 hybrid class, and I believe I have 7 classes in total. So the rest of my classes will be in person. At my school, like almost all freshmen are supposed to be in triples, but they eliminated that. And so there are a lot of people in singles if they're in like dorm style where there are shared bathrooms on the floor or something like that, or with the hallway.
Hall style, yeah,
Um,
that's what I'm in.
yeah. And so they made those singles, and then in some of the other buildings, like the one I'm in, they changed it to doubles. So I have a roommate because we have a suite style where the 2 adjoining rooms share a bathroom, so the 4 of us share 1 bathroom. So it's just the idea was to eliminate traffic going in and out of bathrooms to hopefully limit exposure.
Oh, okay.
That seems
Um,
lit. I'd prefer that over hall style, but. So, do you have
Yeah.
3 roommates or 1? I'm kind of confused.
So, I mean, the rooms are adjoining. I don't know if they're adjoined by the bathroom or if they're adjoined by. I don't know exactly the layout of the room. All I know is that, I mean, they're always forced triples, which is really annoying because it's a room meant for a double, but you're forced to have 3 people's worth
Oh,
of stuff in there. So, I mean, I'm not gaining like any extra space. I'm just not losing any more space.
I get what you're saying.
Um, But I mean, I'm looking forward to be on campus this year.
Yeah.
I did think it was interesting that, like, only 2 of my classes are in person or online.
Wow.
Like, at one point, like, I had only 2 classes in person, and then the rest were listed as online. But in the past couple of days, they've actually changed those
Oh, wow.
to have an actual building and classroom on there.
Well, it's good for you.
Yeah.
Exciting.
No, so what I was going to piggyback on with you, Clegg, is so when I decided to go into biological sciences, I like had the option of going on a pre-med track,
Mhm.
but I feel I don't know, I don't feel like that's right for me. I feel like I'm probably going to want to do something more in the field of maybe research or something like that.
Yeah, that's why I went with
Just
biotech.
yeah, just going into the workforce earlier. I don't know. I feel like the extra schooling and the extra money that like going to med school would have for me, just it doesn't feel the right fit for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone's different. Everyone has a different calling. So I mean, it should be.
Like mine's to be a male stripper. I'm sorry, a male entertainer.
Thank you, Claire.
Phil, I think that just leaves you.
It does. I'm super excited about the future for me and what it holds. I'm gonna be doing film, video, and media studies, and I am really looking forward to that. I'm gonna try to do stuff with like movies and film. Maybe do some like animation stuff. I don't know,
Animation.
whatever the future holds. Also at school I'm gonna have a radio show, a little talk show.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be fun, hopefully. And
What about
yeah.
us?
What do you mean? Bro, I'm still gonna have the I'm
Okay,
still gonna
good.
Yeah, we're still doing the podcast. Don't worry
Yeah.
about you. Don't worry about it, guys. All you listeners out there, we're still doing the podcast. We're in college.
Yeah.
Included in our future plans.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is.
No, I mean yeah.
But I mean, like, I'll be
Dude,
there
when we're
for at least
50 years
once a
old and
month.
we all have
Once
kids,
a month.
we are doing this.
Once
Yeah,
a
but I feel
month.
like the once a week might be a bit like too. I'm gonna focus a lot on academics, and so
That's
I
true.
feel like we should go to like bi-weekly in college, but or something like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, just real quick, the end goal, if things go the way that I want them to the most, is that I will be a movie director.
What kind of
Wow.
movies would you be interested in directing?
Probably, well, I'm also probably gonna, if I get to that point, I'll probably write some of my own stories.
Okay.
So, because I feel like I have some good ideas.
Yeah.
So mostly just realistic fiction, just stuff that would happen to like normal people, except,
Ooh.
you know, I would definitely do some horror though. I have some good ideas.
I can see you like a horror film.
Yeah.
Phil, I want 0.1% of your money after I recommended you to take media studies.
That's, you know what? I got you, bro. I will. You get
Okay.
0.1
Or-
of it.
It's either that or I want a cameo in one of your movies. I just want to walk through the background to get shot or something.
Yeah, you'll get
an extra?
murdered.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. Because I remember sitting in forensics and you're like, you mentioned like a class I could take, and I was like, is it like film theory and media studies? And you're like, that's it.
Yeah. I just forgot the exact name of it. And because you told me, now you're gonna be a little cameo guy. Or
Be an extra.
Phil, if you ever do a horror movie with the heartbeat idea, you have to give me some dough,
dude,
or
Dude, I'll
or
give
at
you
least like a
50% of
cameo
the
or
money.
something. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was a combined idea, so you get 50% of whatever I get. Dude, if that actually happens though, and you bring up this recording, no, we didn't sign a contract.
There was no contract. Doesn't count.
There's no
He raises
legal
the-
binding
Yeah.
associated with the
that
podcast.
is vocal proof. That's all I need.
Nope, you get nothing. 0.
Ah, well, there you go.
Maybe a kiss, but that's about it.
He won't even give me a kiss, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Phil, you can do any
Years.
you can do any sports movies or anything? Any
Probably not. None of the
any
things I
that
have.
any that involve getting kicked?
Oh
You keep-
my god, dude, you did not just. Dude, you cannot do these transitions anymore, bro. Like, come on. Yeah, you know what? I will do a movie about someone getting kicked. Why do you ask, Nick?
I don't know. I feel like you and Tyler wanted to tell a story that I was involved in today.
Yeah, I do want to tell a story. Phil, would you like to tell it, or would you?
I think you're. Or yeah, we can.
Okay. All right. So basically, this happened today, just like a couple hours ago. And so we are down at the high school turf with a couple of our other friends, and they brought like younger brothers, and we were playing 5v4 soccer because we had an uneven number, but our team had the 4, but we also didn't have some of the younger kids. The youngest ones were, I believe, they were like 6th or 7th grade. So I mean, it's not like a huge difference, but I mean, they were at a lower skill level. But That's besides the point. So we're playing 5v4, and we're all like wiped because it's hot up here. And so, I mean, we've been playing for a while, and all of a sudden, we just see Nick, and he like runs down the bleachers, and then he just runs right into the game and just starts playing. But Nick, being the Energizer Bunny he is, just like is running everywhere, and we're all wiped. So we're just like we're just like slowly like dragging our feet around. Nick's running everywhere, and so Phil, do you want to explain how exactly? Because I mean, it was like a domino effect.
Yeah.
How it led up to it.
So it started out pretty simple. Our friend Tommy, who was a guest, was dribbling the ball, and I went to go, take it from him. And I ended up kicking his legs instead of the ball, sending him down to the ground, right into Nick's legs, bringing, I think, Nick to the ground, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
brought me on. He like took out my shins, so I fell
Yeah.
flat on my face.
So they both fell to the ground, and then the ball just ended up rolling to our other friend. And while they're, I don't know how much should I say? Should I just go through the whole thing?
Yeah, I can take it. So
Okay.
basically, it rolls over to Christian, one of our other friends, who will be on the podcast at some point, and he rifles a shot. And what happens next, we don't exactly know, because from my angle, it looked like it nailed Nick right in the face. But Christian claims that it hit him in the shoulder. But basically, what happens after that, Nick just gets up, and he's only there for like 2 minutes max. He runs out the bleachers, gets in his car, and he leaves. So we have no idea what exactly happened, and we told Nick not to tell us where it hit him because we wanted to find out on here. So, Phil, do you have anything to say before Nick tells us where it hit him?
No, I'm really curious though to where it did actually hit him. Oh, I do want to say one thing. Christian was the closest person, and I was the second closest. And I'm gonna have to say I also thought that it hit him in the shoulder and not his face, but we'll find out.
And so
who's
our friend
correct.
Luca, who we'll probably get on here at some point, he called Nick and asked him if he was coming back because we like left right after that, and we told him not to ask him what happened.
Yeah.
And he asked Nick, and Phil and I start shouting, and so we didn't hear it because Nick did tell Luca, and Luca's like, "Oh, I know what
Yeah.
happened, but you guys don't."
He was so happy to know, and he looked at us and he was like, "I know the secret." So I
Alright,
thought
well,
that was
Nick,
funny.
I'll put some backstory to the story first. So I was chauffeuring my sister around because she can't drive yet, and I saw the boys were going to play soccer, and I was like, okay, Isabella, you like sit in the car. I'm going to say hello. And so I walk down. I see the boys playing soccer. I was like, ooh, I'm going to sneak up, score a breakaway goal, and then like say hello, and then leave to go eat dinner. So I like walk down the bleachers, I kind of like crouch behind the net, and someone takes a corner, and it was kind of trash. So I intersect, and I'm running up the field. I like kick across Tyler, play falls out. I'm kind of running back to recover. I have no idea who's on my team at this point. Or what team I'm even on. I'm just attacking the southbound goal. And next thing I know, Tommy's taking out my knees. So I'm on the ground. I look up and I see Christian rifle a ball right at me, and it hits me in the shoulder.
Yes.
It hits me in the shoulder, and I like pretend to like flop on the ground. Then I get up and just run out back to my car. And I'm like, oh, well, that was my greetings. And then I just left and went home. And then Luca called me, and I was so confused because Luca's like, "Are you coming back? And where'd that hit you?" And all I hear in the background is, "Ah!"
Yeah,
from,
yeah.
like people like making noise.
that's Phil and I.
Yeah.
And then I tell him, but yeah, that hit me in the shoulder. I was
I had
glad because
I had a
It
bad
was
angle
loud.
on it, but it looked like he hit in the face.
my tongue was out of my mouth, I don't know why, but it was. So I'm so glad that
Odd.
didn't hit me in the head.
Yikes.
Because if
Oh
that
my
did, I would have
God.
Yeah.
like bit off my tongue, and that would.
Oh wow, yeah. This
But I mean,
podcast episode would be very different.
I'm flooring
love
my
it.
throats. But yeah, that was exciting. Also, well, the reason I didn't go play soccer was because I was playing backyard soccer with my cousins a few weeks ago, and I basically got like turf toe. So my foot's been like a light shade of black for like the past 2 weeks because it's just completely bruised, and I haven't given it enough time to heal because I keep going to play soccer with like Christian and Tommy and Lucas and the boys, and so I've committed this week to like not abusing my foot, but yeah, that's about it. It was a fun time. My 10 seconds running down.
Yeah, I didn't realize that like your
From
sister was
0
like
to 100 real quick.
Yeah, I know.
And it was like at 100 for like a solid 2 minutes.
Yeah. I thought you were there to stay for a little bit, and then you actually just left, and I was like, wow, that's really committing to the bit right there. But you were going anyway, so that was well played.
You mean it was a good time playing some soccer? Soccer happens to be a sport, you know. So I guess it's a good reason to move on to sports.
You guys keep getting worse at this. They don't get
What
better.
do you want me to do with that?
I don't fucking know. Not what you just did.
Dude. Tyler's
I
mic,
missed it.
like,
I keep
cuts out.
cutting out, so I have no idea what Phil said to Clugger comes back and says you keep getting worse. So I'll be excited to re-listen to the podcast and see what.
It was my transition.
I don't spoil it for me. I'll be excited to listen to
Okay.
episode 6.
I said, no, I'm just joking.
Ha ha ha.
All right.
Oops.
All in favor to
Oh
kick
my
Tyler off the
God.
podcast, say aye.
Yep.
Aye.
Aye.
No.
Bro, he just did the who thing again. Like what?
Who?
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Okay,
Clark's
so
coming
we have
down
our-
with me.
We have our owl.
All right. Well,
What?
what are we talking about in the world of sports?
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm hyped for baseball. I was just watching
Baseball's
the
back
spring
Friday.
training. Yeah, I was just watching
Ooh.
spring training.
Yeah, the Red Sox are on right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep,
I cannot
this season-
wait. Oh my god.
Well, baseball. The opening night is Thursday. There are a couple games then, but yeah.
Who is it
Red
on
Sox
Thursday? I forget. The first game's a good game. Nationals and
Yankees,
Yankees. Yeah.
and Dr. Fauci is throwing up the first pitch at Nationals Park.
Oh, that's awesome. That is.
That I did
Um,
know actually.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Red Sox play the Orioles. If you haven't been up to date on how the MLB season's working, it's a 60-game season that will be starting Friday, and basically to limit like a lot of travel, they've decided that so basically you'll only be playing your division and the corresponding division in the other league. So the American League East, like the Red Sox, will be playing the teams from the rest of the teams in the division, the American League East, as well as the National League East, which would be fun because a lot of those teams we don't get to play as often because interleague games are, I mean, they're more common now, but I mean, we don't get to play them as often as we get to play American League teams. So it should be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm excited for there to be a sport to talk about on the podcast that I actually like know about.
You see, that's the one thing is I can only watch baseball if I'm sitting there in person. I cannot sit down and watch baseball behind a TV. Like I find no enjoyment in that at all.
That's
So
like
I'm gonna be
exactly like
silent the next
soccer.
few.
We're like flipped. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, it's too slow for me. Like the one thing people are always like, "Ooh, soccer's slow." The one thing with soccer is like there's the ball's always moving compared to
Yeah.
baseball. There's
I mean,
so
I
much.
feel
I
like
don't
if
think
you
anyone said
There's
if
so
you
much
play
slow.
soccer or know how to play soccer, if you're really good, then it's interesting because you know what's going on all the time. But
Especially if it's like a low scoring game and like every attack feels like, oh, like something good could happen here. Like something big could happen on this attack, and then sometimes it doesn't, but then it just keeps building up, and there's also, it's 45 minutes straight, and then you get 15 minutes off, and then it's another 45 minutes straight. So there's no commercials. It's just, I mean, there's just straight action the entire time. So that is very nice.
Yeah, that's why I think
I can see
the
how that's
metal
nice.
baseball bat should happen in baseball, make it a wee bit more interesting.
Nick, we're not bringing it back to that. That was
I
such a stupid thing
how
to
many
say.
people would die.
Okay, but
For Nick's
I'll say
enjoyment.
my final thing. I just think there's too much dead time in baseball, but
That's fine.
that's it.
That's fair enough. I feel like there's not enough. I don't know. I feel like I'm not going crazy in soccer that much because the scoring is. That's why I don't like same kind of deal with hockey.
Hockey's higher scoring than soccer
Hockey's
is.
so
So.
much
Yeah.
fun to watch. When's
Yeah.
the
But-
NHL coming back? Anyone know?
I don't know, but it's interesting because the Toronto Blue Jays are not able to play in Toronto because they're the only team in Canada, so they'd be crossing borders all the time. Yet the two they're doing like an Orlando kind of thing for the NHL where they're using two Canadian cities as hub cities for when they do their playoffs because they ended their regular season. But it's interesting because they'll be playing hockey in Canada, but they won't let them play baseball in Canada. So I don't know exactly when it's coming back.
Also, basketball soon. Oh my
Uh,
god, that's hype. I know
Did you
way
see
more about
Did you see what they
basketball.
did? They built a barber shop.
Yeah, I did.
In
The 2K
Orlando.
neighborhood.
They
in
it looks
Orlando.
like the 2K neighborhood because all the courts like they're practicing on are all right next to each other.
Yeah, I know. I did see that.
No, I'm excited for the NBA and the NHL to come back because those are coming back at the end of the month as well. And I mean, the NBA has 8 seeding games each, and then they go to the playoffs. But then in the NHL, they're going straight to the playoffs. So
Going in Raw, right?
That's
yeah,
gonna be so. I would
I'm sure they'll play some exhibition games.
Yeah.
But yeah,
if they did go in Raw, I would put so much money on like a team that has low odds to win it all.
That's fair,
Because
actually.
That I mean, and it's really anybody could win with everyone so rusty. That's why in the
and
beginning,
also, yeah,
like in the beginning of the NBA season, teams that were expected to suck always like do really good in the
like
beginning.
the Magic.
Yeah. They're
Um,
always so
yeah.
good in the beginning, and then obviously the strong remain strong, and so
No, but what they did for the NHL is they like expanded the playoffs, so there kind of is like a play-in, like a seeding kind of round almost, for like teams that wouldn't have made the playoffs. I think they're like, I don't think it'll be like an 8-game kind of thing, but I think it might be like there might be a little bit of a play-in round.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be nice to have more American sports back because I mean, all we've been able to watch recently has been soccer.
Have you not been watching any golf?
dude, I've been watching.
No.
Golf. I always watch golf though, so I mean,
Yeah, I guess. Same here.
wait, wait, were you complaining about baseball being too slow, and then you just said you watch golf?
I don't know. I find golf way more enjoyable than baseball.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. I mean, I like both. So, but I mean, that's interesting how you think it's boring, that baseball's boring, and then I don't know. That's
I like
just
watching
interesting.
tennis.
I'm not a big tennis guy.
Dude, I actually like
I'm out.
watching it because I know how to like what they're doing, so it's enjoyable for me. But
I enjoy watching a setter too.
I didn't
but
used to like it. I hated watching it a couple years ago.
Yeah, your mom used to watch it all the time, didn't she?
Yeah.
I
I'd always
enjoy
wonder how whenever I came over your house.
I enjoy watching a set or two, but the moment it hits the hour or the 2 hour mark, I just can't sit there anymore. Like, didn't one of the famous dudes just play like a 11-hour game the other day? I don't know. I don't know his name. I don't want to mess it up. Like
probably.
Rafael Nader or something.
Nadal.
Did Nadal really have an 11-hour match?
Someone did.
they
I remember
doing
seeing it
tennis now?
somewhere. Well, tennis is one of the sports that you like.
Yeah, it's
Don't
yeah.
need to wear a
All
mask
the
while
ball
playing.
boys like
Yeah, that
use
makes
those
sense.
pickup tools to get the balls so they don't actually touch them.
Okay.
and they have masks and stuff. But
Dude, that would suck being a ball boy with a mask. I'm out.
You love balls.
Is that really necessary, Clark?
Yeah,
I
Clugger.
know you haven't really been talking much during this segment, but I mean, seriously.
Doesn't he love balls? Am I
Okay.
wrong?
Moving on.
Give me an esports section. I'm in.
That's what I was
Oh my-
just thinking.
What?
Um,
You were, Nick? Were you actually thinking that?
I was
I've
thinking
been watching
esports.
esports.
I haven't been watching much. I don't know.
Just
Did
because
you-
they're new sports, so I've been watching esports because they can happen all the time.
They do.
Are
dude,
esports even
Rocket
sports?
League is low key so hyped to watch.
Dude, you
their
see how much
commentators
effort they
are
put
so
into
fun.
they play those games for like 16 hours a day. They put in as much work as it's incredible. They're so talented. Their reflexes, some of them at least.
But they're just moving a computer mouse.
Actually, Rocket League is pretty much all controller, but nice try though.
Dang, you got me.
No, I think it's impressive. You ever watch a game like Counter-Strike? The pros in that game they're something else.
I mean, I could be there if I
Do you
put
get
in like
excitement
20 minutes a
watching
day.
like
yeah.
people
Isn't it
not
like that?
talk?
Yeah.
They just straight up play.
Well, there are announcers.
Yeah, but are they funny or are they just like announcing play-by-play stuff?
Sometimes it depends.
Okay.
Plus,
fair
you
enough.
learn a lot from it too if you play the game itself.
Okay.
I don't know. I find their sheer talent just like incredible. Like knowing that because being something that I've done before, and me sitting there watching them do it just so much better than me.
It's fair enough. The only time I ever watch like video game stuff is when I don't ever really watch it for the video game. I watch it more for the person. Because if I watch like a you know what? I've been thinking about this. The funniest people, like the funniest comedians are
I know what you're about to say.
like small YouTubers.
Never
Like
mind.
because what do you think I was going to say?
Never mind.
Like if you want pure hilariousness, you have to find somebody with like 1 million subscribers, which isn't small, but like because they're not big enough to where they need to,
Or even a couple
follow the demand.
100,000.
Yeah, that too. I know
Like the
some
early
really
couple
funny
hundreds.
guys. Yeah, hilarious people. Like don't go to like Saturday Night Live if you want some funny. Like that's fake funny. You gotta go to the deep dark depths of YouTube. I don't know how I got to this, but what were we talking
Also,
about before that?
laugh tracks ruin funny shows.
We were talking about esports. And the last thing I was
Oh,
gonna say
yeah.
about it was just
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like
Oh.
esports is just like if it's just like regular sports for a lot of if it's something that you love doing already, then you'll like watching it. Like if it's something you love playing, then watching it can be very fun, and you shouldn't. I don't know. I don't think you should judge it until you watch it yourself and see if
No,
you
I
find
don't
enjoyment
actually.
out of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't
I like
actually
the only
think it's
the only esports I like. It's kind of like normal soccer or normal like sports. Is I only watch people I know and like. Like I don't go on and go, ooh, what COD game is on today, and then I go watch that. It's more of I'll be browsing the internet and be like, oh, FaZe is playing Optic and I don't know CS:GO or something, and then I'll turn it
Are
on.
they funny or are they purely like? I've never understood FaZe. Are they like funny, dude? Are they like
Well,
a
it
group?
depends.
Fate,
Are you watching their YouTube like house, or are you watching their professional teams?
yes, because
Because they have a
okay.
content creator side, and then they have a professional gaming side.
All right, then. Yeah, I was
lot-
mainly talking about the gaming side. So are they like silent and they?
yeah,
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
and there are
I'm just
announcers.
wondering.
It's like
yeah,
a regular sports game.
Yeah. Okay.
they have a pro
Like
team and then they have their
Rocket League
creators.
competitive.
Yeah,
You don't hear the
that's
comms of the team because you don't want to hear the comms of the team itself. It's absolute chaos. Like team comms are insane.
fair enough. Maybe we should get an esports section on this podcast.
I don't know what's been going on
Like,
with.
I mean-
I don't think there's been any major Counter-Strike tournaments recently. I was following the more recent, the Road to Rio, the major coming up. Couple big players have actually been leaving the game. citing burnout. They're saying they're getting burnt out of the game.
Dang.
Who is
Guys,
everyone's most favorite Minecraft Let's Player right now?
Right now,
Captain Sparkles.
yeah, I'd have to go Captain
I
Sparkles
actually
as
don't
well.
watch him. He's the only Minecraft YouTuber I really know.
I used to just grind
used to watch
Myanite
him.
videos. I don't watch
Yes!
any Minecraft currently. His Myanite series, like, oh my
Those
god,
were good.
The
Dude, I used to watch so much Minecraft YouTube.
I watched
It's insane.
him and Vicstar.
Yeah, I didn't really like Big Star.
Dude, Myanite, I like want to watch an episode of that now. Season
Well,
1 and 2.
The thing,
Those were
Vic,
so good.
Vic was on something called like How to Minecraft, where it back when all Minecraft was like actually massive. I know it had like resurgent recently, but when it was like in its prime, like all of my favorite YouTubers were like on the same world. So I'd watch his point of view. He'd be building his castle. Then I'd watch someone else's point of view of them like building their little underground bunker. And then I just thought it was so cool how like they had their own like mini village. And then when quarantine happened and we got to start our own server for like our like Discord, that was so much fun.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
yeah. That was fun.
Because I remember people always being like, "Oh, getting on 360 with the boys and playing like Call of Duty is like a memory that they'll have forever." And like I know I didn't do that because my parents were very strict about like COD and stuff like that. And I feel like none of my friends were very big gamers or anything like that. And so quarantine kind of gave us this option to like just have
Yeah,
fun.
I never really played video games.
Yeah, none of my really close friends ever played COD, so whenever I went on, I would just play with the kids that I met like on the game. We always play like all day. Like the
can
people
build,
you meet
like,
online and play
you
for
can build good
like years.
relationships that way, you know?
Yeah, there
Like,
was a guy I
I met a
met
good
playing
friend.
Fortnite in like season 3, and we played for like 3 or 4 seasons.
How's he doing now?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in like a year and a half.
That's sad.
It just sometimes I see him online. I'm like, might give him an invite.
Oh, dude. That's actually like touching. You
Because
should.
sometimes we'd play like every night in a week, just grinding Fortnite.
Dude, how old was he?
I think he was like a couple years older than me, like one of those really cool older guys you meet.
Uh-huh. He was just chill.
Yeah,
That's
and his friends would always join.
interesting.
Lucas, remember when we played with those the Irish kids?
Oh my god, yeah.
That was so much fun. They had the like
Yeah.
heaviest Irish accents.
Yeah, we were on Fortnite, like squads fill, and we met these 2 little kids.
Okay, well then.
Yeah, the wording. We met
Okay.
these 2 little
They're
toddlers.
ma- they're maybe like
And then we
Lick
invited them
slips.
back to our private match.
Island with Jeffrey. All right. So, the next thing. All right, so no more about sports?
I wanted to talk about soccer a little.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Okay.
my esports section got cut off, so please continue.
Oh, no, if you had
No,
more
no,
to say.
continue.
No. You
No,
have more
Tyler,
to
go on to
say.
your soccer.
Okay. Leeds United is back was promoted back to the Premier League for the first time in 16 years. I'm excited about that. I know Nick is.
Yeah,
Like Leeds.
yeah, Leeds is one of the teams that it's like it goes Newcastle, like Watford, Leeds. Like any other sport, you have your favorite team, then you have the like a few teams that you like hope do better when you watch them play, and so they're up there on my list.
By the time you listen to this, Liverpool would have lifted the Premier League trophy for the first time in 30 years. They're doing that tomorrow. We're recording this on Tuesday, so they'll be recording it tomorrow, Wednesday. So I'm excited for that. So the FA Cup, which is the one of the tournaments that they do in England, had their semifinal last weekend, and Manchester City, if you know anything about them, they've kind of had a rough season, but they're still considered one of the best teams in the world. They lost to Arsenal, who's been having a pretty disappointing season.
Yeah.
So Arsenal, exactly.
They pooped the bed today.
They did. So yeah, and then Chelsea beat Manchester United. So it'd be Chelsea and Arsenal in the FA Cup final. So Clug and Lucas are going head to head.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you're going to be
so-
so down. You don't even know.
Arsenal.
so
I
back
already
to-
have the W.
Yeah, so back to Nick, what was saying is Watford is so I think we mentioned it before. So basically, the way that promotion and relegation works in England and most leagues around the world is like usually like the top couple teams in like a second division or something like that get promoted, and then like the bottom couple teams get relegated. And so Aston Villa, who's a pretty big club in England, were promoted back to the Premier League this year. Them and Leeds were like big clubs like back in like the 20th century, I guess, and even maybe in the early 2000s, I guess. But they have been like struggling as of late. So today Aston Villa actually beat Arsenal, so haha, Clug.
Oh no.
And yeah, I know.
That's
And
terrible.
so yeah, and so now they're out of the relegation zone, which was they were in for like the majority of the season. And so I'm really hoping that they survive. They're playing against West Ham, and
I prefer eating my ham from the east.
oh, well, I don't think there is an East Ham.
Yeah, there is.
Oh yeah, in on the Cape.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
maybe
saying.
they'll go out and play.
Yeah.
And there's also big news this week. The Ballon d'Or, which is basically the World Soccer MVP, was not going to be awarded this year. I was pretty disappointed with that. Nick, what were your? Did you hear about that?
I did. I mean, I wasn't really rooting for anyone, so I really don't care, to be completely honest.
I mean, see, this was the year that Robert Lewandowski of Bayern Munich. He's always been a very good player, but I mean, he happened to play during the Messi and Ronaldo era, so he kind of got unlucky on that front. And he was pretty close, and I'm sure he was one of the favorites to win the award this year, but they ended up canceling it because a lot of leagues. I mean, there's the huge pause as well as some leagues just canceling their seasons, so they didn't feel like it was fair for them to give out their international MVP award so under the circumstances.
Shame.
Yeah. That's all I have for sports. I know it's been kind of a common theme to talk about like what kind of podcasts we've been listening to. So I mean, I listened to some more Misfits this week. And I don't know if you guys have seen this. I know we've talked about Office Ladies, and I think Lucas, you said you started listening to it, right?
Yeah.
And Nick, have you listened to it?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty interesting.
It's a good
Sometimes
podcast. Yeah. So if you don't listen, if you've seen The Office, then yeah. So it's Angela Kinsey and Jenna Fisher, and they basically go week by week and they recap each episode. They kind of go through like plot points. They like break down the episodes, give some behind the scenes stuff. And so it's a really good podcast, especially if you've seen The Office. Well, you probably wouldn't enjoy it unless you've seen The Office.
Yeah.
But this
But
week,
who knows?
Brian Baumgartner, who plays Kevin, released a new podcast, and it's called An Oral History of The Office. And I really like that. It's funny because the way he plays Kevin is completely different to how he is in real life. I mean, that's how acting works. But I mean, when the only place you really know him is by playing Kevin, this boring guy, just listening to him like talk like a normal human being it's really kind of funny. So basically, he doesn't. It's not like the same thing as what Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey are doing. There, he doesn't like do episode recaps, but he released his first 3 episodes at once, and like he discussed like how the show was created and like how it was cast. So like it was more behind the scenes stuff, but like it like gave a more detailed like history of like The Office and how it branched from like the British show.
No.
Um, So if you watch The Office, say it's only on Spotify.
Oh, that's a rip. Because Apple Podcast is superior. But
No,
yeah,
it's
good thing
not.
this podcast is not just on Spotify. It's on a
Unless
lot of
they
things.
pay us $100 million like Joe Rogan,
Oh yeah.
and then we can
We'll
exclusively.
think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else have anything to say before we wrap it up?
I think that's it.
All right, guys. Guess that brings us to the end of our 6th episode of the Cheeky Chatter podcast.
Who?
Cheeky Chatter.
Who?
Who?
Yes.
Yes.
Chatter cheeky.
Yes. Chatter Cheeky.
go look at our TikTok.
Yeah. So remember to follow us on our social media accounts. You can find us on Twitter, Chatter Cheeky, Instagram, Cheeky Chatter Pod, TikTok, Cheeky Chatter Podcast, and on our new Facebook page, Cheeky Chatter Podcast. I think we should. I mean, I know we've mentioned this a couple times, but we're getting up there with our downloads on our podcast. I think we're up in like 130 total across our 4. Well, it's 4 episodes, but it's broken up to like 5. Like it's technically 5 episodes because we split the other 2 up. So I mean, I think we should roll out some merch at some point.
Some point.
Yeah, I'd rep it.
Yeah.
I would definitely buy.
We have
stuff.
another guest next week. I hope you guys just enjoyed the Pure Boys. No distractions from a guest, but yeah, we're trying to maybe do some sort of like a 2 guests, then 1 off, then 2 guests. We don't know yet, but we will have a guest in here with us next week, which should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, as they say on the legendary show Wipeout, and on the Cheeky Chatter podcast, good night and big balls.